How you doing, YouTube? This is Gonna Restart in 67, bringing you another YouTube video. Today's YouTube video is going to be a product review over the Jackery Explorer 290. Right in front of you is the Jackery Explorer 290. It is usually pretty prevalent out in places like Lowe's, Home Depot, um, a couple of other hardware stores. This one right here is actually on loan to me from a friend who has just recently got into preparedness, and he owns a gasoline generator, which is always good. Gasoline generators are always good for big power needs in a home, but these small Jackery solar panel generators are perfect for smaller power needs. That way you don't got to dig out a big old generator just to power up small things during a power outage. So real quick, let's go over some of the basic informational things for this Jackery Explorer 290. So the capacity of this solar generator, it's also in the title name of this. It's 290 watt hours. The weight of it is 7.5 pounds or 3.4 kilograms. The dimensions for this is 9.1 inches by 5.2 inches by 7.7 inches. So it's pretty compact, it's pretty light. So the battery pack is constructed of lithium ion. The life cycle of the batteries inside of this Jackery Explorer 290 is you get about 500 full charge life cycles, and then after that it drops down to about 80%. Once you reach the 500 full charges and discharges, you're not going to completely lose anywhere near the full capacity of the batteries. You just lose 80% of the, or you lose 20% of the battery capability. That drops it down to about 80%. So this Jackery, when you buy it, it comes with the power bank, which you see in front of you, and then it also comes with this nice neoprene case. And then you go ahead and get the cigarette charger that you can plug into your cigarette lighter port and charge your Jackery that way, which takes about 7.5 hours to charge. In addition to that, you also get the DC brick and power cable that you would plug into your normal outlet, or if you got to charge it via generator, you go ahead and use that. It's 2 pieces and they're pretty good. In addition to that, you also get a Jackery user's manual. That's right here. In addition to that, the user's manual states that you have a mandatory 2-year warranty for this product. And if you go ahead and register your Jackery product, you'll get an additional 12-month extended warranty, which comes out to in total 36 months. So that's pretty good. So with this Jackery, real quick, we'll go over like the normal things on this. So right here is a display button. You press that, your display lights up. It's at 100%. You get the percentage of the battery charge, and it then shows you a graph with the battery increments up and down. It has the output, which right now is 0 watts. Oh, it went off, got to hit it again. And then it's got the input showing, which right now we have 0 watts going into it. Right here is the DC input. Now with that, you can put in your wall charger that I just showed you, or you can hook up Jackery solar panels. They've got proprietary solar panels for this. I've got my 2 solar panels for this. You can utilize Jackery 60-watt solar panels, or you can go ahead and utilize Jackery's 100-watt solar panels. Now, this Jackery Explorer 290 can only supposedly take 60 watts of input in, but when I've hooked up the Jackery Solar Saga 100 panels, it got all the way up to 75 watts of input on this, so that's pretty good. Moving on, right here, we've got the USB outputs right here. You press this button, and green light means that you've got power going to the USB ports. Plug up your USB and it starts charging things like your cell phones, battery chargers. If you've got like USB powered flashlights, you can go ahead and hook them up to the USB port. All right, here we have the USB AC output, or as you were again. Here you have the AC output. You click on the green light, you got power going to it. As you can tell right now, 5 watts of energy is being utilized. AC power is, you've got to go ahead and convert DC power to AC. So it has to take a little bit of power to do that. But yeah, you got the AC output right here. Let's go ahead and turn that off. And lastly, you've got your DC cigarette lighter output, which is right here. Turn that on. You can go ahead and push out power through there. I've got a IceCo JP42, kind of like a overland refrigerator, and I go ahead and use this, the AC or the DC output, to plug that in, and it's much more efficient. Things like that, you can go ahead and utilize it. Utilizing DC power is much more efficient in these types of power stations, solar power generators. So let's go ahead and turn that off. So yeah, real quick, what these solar generators are good for, they're really, really good for powering small objects. Nothing major. With this Jackery Explorer 290, you can, like I said, you can go ahead and power a kind of like a portable refrigerator like I have with an IceCo or Dominic, and it'll be pretty good on power. This Jackery, when I plugged up my IceCo JP42, it went ahead and it lasted probably for about 10.5 hours. It only utilized about 46% of the energy in this Explorer 290, and it averaged about 11 minutes of when the compressor on the JP42, and then about probably 44 minutes of it being, the compressor being off. So it just basically sipped power. When the compressor was on, it pulled about 61 watts. And each time it cycled on, or every 2 times, it would take about 1% power off of this Jackery Explorer 290. And then, of course, when the compressor was off, the IceCo JP42, it held its temperature really, really well. I had filled it with a couple of meat products. I got it all the way down to 29 degrees, so everything was frozen. I had some hamburgers in there. I had some hot dogs, some brats in there. So it kept the temperatures pretty cold, and this Jackery Explorer 290 did really, really well powering it. I haven't been able to sit down there and max this out yet with the Ice Code JP42, but I'm pretty sure that if I did, it would get probably close to anywhere between 18 to between 18 to 21 hours completely. So this is very advantageous to utilize something like a overland refrigerator. In addition to that refrigerator, I went ahead and utilized it to power up, to charge my drones, which on the user's manual it says that you get about 6 recharges out of it. On the AC outputs, you can charge a 12-inch laptop that takes about 30 watts output, probably about 4 complete recharges before this is almost dead. You can go ahead and utilize a 32-inch screen TV that pulls about 60 watts. Can utilize that for about 4 hours. CPAP machines, you can, depending on how you set up your CPAP machine, whether you use the fan and the dehumidifier, anywhere between 6 to 12 hours. Without the dehumidifier and the fan, you're probably looking at close to the 12-hour mark. But if you have everything, all the bells and whistles on your CPAP going, you're probably talking closer to 6 hours. And of course, everybody has a cell phone nowadays. This is rated to go ahead and charge up a normal 18-watt max cell phone about 29 times. So this thing is perfect for small electronic devices or very energy efficient electronic devices, such as, like I said, the Ice Code JP42. This would also be really good if you utilize this in tandem with other solar panels, and solar panel generators. I personally own other Jackery products. I own a Jackery Explorer 550, which is this Jackery Explorer 290's big brother. As you can see, there's a big difference between the two. This one's about 17 pounds. This one is about 7.5, like I stated earlier. But these two by themselves can power a lot of things. This one, of course, has got more capability, but this one is got pretty good capability, but it's extremely portable. So, yeah. Just to let everybody know that neither one of these am I an affiliate for Jackery or spokesperson. The Jackery Explorer 550 I bought with my own money, and like I said before, I have a good friend that let me borrow this and test it out a little bit, this Jackery Explorer 290. So yeah, nowadays, especially the way things have been going in 2020, 2021, and 2022, it would be a very good idea for you to pick up one of these Jackery or EcoFlow or Blue Yeti or some of these companies that manufactures these power banks and solar panels, or these solar generator bundles, and have it on standby, so that way if something happens, like the grid goes down or a natural disaster, a local or regional natural disaster, that you have the ability to power up some of your very important devices. So with that, YouTube, go ahead and if you liked this content, you like this video, please go ahead, subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, share with your friends. And if you have any questions or any concerns or anything like that, please go ahead and leave them in the comments below. And this is going to restart in 67. I'm out.